All right, you beautiful people. Happy Monday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I missed you Thursday and Friday. It seemed like a week I'd been gone from you guys. And I was like, on the flight in yesterday, I looked at Peyton and I said, wow, it was just 2 days. It seemed like a week. So anyway, Andrea's like, yeah, it did. It did. You put it all on me. No, love you guys and grateful for you. Happy Monday to you. And we're going to have a great week together. So, the word for today is expansion. We did not see any birthdays this for today. So, if it is your birthday, please let us know because we'd love to hear from you. But expansion, and first of all, thanks, Michelle McKay. All you have to do is submit your word of the year to Miss Andrea Rosser, and we will get that up and working on and looking at. And I love this word. I love looking at it today. So I hope I can do it justice, Michelle. Um, if you look at expansion, it's the act of becoming larger in size and scope and capacity or influence. It's what happens when something stretches beyond its current boundary and makes room for more. Here's the deal. Expansion doesn't mean hustling more because sometimes like hustle can be busy, like just getting after it, busy. Expansion is bigger on purpose. And a lot of times, expansion, I have to slow down to speed up, to get larger, to grow. Okay? Think about a skill, right? Think about your mind. When we talk about mindset, new perspectives, better decisions. Sometimes I have to slow down to speed up. What about your capacity? Handling more without falling apart. So we start to leverage, I'm giving you some examples. We start to leverage maybe AI so we can handle more without falling apart because we're doing more. Does that make sense? Some people say work smarter, not harder. I say expand, but find ways to expand where it's not all on you. What about your life? Like more joy, more freedom, more options. Let me tell you, you might not know Mr. Dean Brooks, but I have a new bestie. I just love him. Dean from Canada. All of you are my besties. Okay. All right. Don't get jealous. So I'm just kidding, Alan Schultz. But here's the deal. Love Dean Brooks. So now, because I know Dean is a massive Steelers fan, guess what I'm super excited about tonight? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Like we've been texting back and forth this morning, like coming back and forth. We're like waving the Steeler flag. What I mean by that? Expansion. Michelle McKay, we got to have more joy. This life's short. Man, we're here for not long in reality when we really think about it. Brent Palmer's got to have more joy. I got to find ways to have more freedom. I got to find ways to have more options, Andrea Rosser, right? And so I think about it tonight, like now I'm a big Steelers fan. You think I might watch the Steelers? You think I might cheat time out of my day to go, maybe I take some calls during the game, but I am going to find joy around that. Like we've got to find joy in the hustle, in the bustle, in the expansion. And then our body. We've got strength, mobility, endurance, like our health span. Like we can have all the money in the world, but if we don't have our health, what do we really like? Come on. And just like with money, we got to dig our well before we're thirsty. And I haven't done a great job of that in my life. I'm 50 years old. But I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm making changes today. And I've been talking to you guys about it as authentically as I can. After my birthday in October, I started a health transformation. I was 211 pounds. I'm proud to say I'm very proud of it. Like it's not easy for me. Today I weighed in at 191.5. It's almost 20 pounds since my birthday. It's not about the weight. It's not about that. It's about that I can move the needle because I have a skill, right? I know how to take it off because of this company and because of the products and because I have knowledge of how to do it when I'm where to get to where I want to go. So last, I want to say this, and I share me, not to brag on me, but to say I'm just like everybody else. Like I gain, I lose, I have trials, tribulations. I'm human, right? There's only been one perfect person in the world. And expansion usually feels uncomfortable at first because it causes us to stretch. I was just having a conversation this morning with Miss Karen, and we were talking about stretching. But then as you stretch and grow and you start to learn a new skill and you start to expand, people start to notice. Like they look around and they're like, oh my gosh, I see what you're doing. I see you different. Like I see you doing things on social media. I see you making changes. Like lungs expanding when you take a deep breath, or your legs burning when you're on a hike because it's not the normal hike you go on. Discomfort doesn't always mean it's wrong. Sometimes it means congratulations, you're growing. Your muscles are toning up. It's tough to put money back, but your bank account's growing. It's tough to do the daily activities and prospect, lock down an hour a day to prospect and not do anything else. It's tough. But man, growth starts to happen. It's tough to go, I'm going to learn a skill on social media until I've conquered it. But that's where stretching and growth happens, and that's where expansion happens. So, Andrew, I'll turn it to you.
Well, great lesson there, Coach, and we are so grateful to have you back. So the quote that I found was everything expands when you give it space. And all I can think of there is I had a summer one time that I called it the summer of the sundress. And I expanded to fill those sundresses. So, it's so true that when, you get those stretchy pants and
I
you can
thought that was funny. I don't know why that was funny to me, but
I
okay.
I still like am impressed with the summer of the sundress because that was quite the summer of expansion. And then when it got cold again and I had to button those jeans, well, that was before the body balance challenge. So glad that we have this again.
That's
But
kind of when I don't, if I untuck my shirt, I'm expanding, just so you know. So that's kind of like the sundress for me, I guess.
there you go.
If I
There
start
you
tucking in my shirt, I'm feeling it. But if I don't, John Frick, I'm expanding. Okay. All right. I'll turn it back to you. Sorry.
All right, so guys, we can all know that when Brent's shirt is untucked, you can just go pinch him, right? Because then he'll feel it. I just give him a little poke and we'll get him right back on track, right? No,
No
don't do
pinching.
that.
No
Okay,
pinching.
no pinching. Okay, so I was just thinking about that sundress and how we can create space in our life, how we can create that expansion maybe in more positive ways without turning our life into absolute chaos. So, first of all, I can expand my thinking, right? And one simple way is to try to catch ourselves when we say the I can't. I, I am shocked when I really focus in this space because I think I'm not an I canter, but I'll tell you, it comes up a lot in the day. I was really surprised when I was thinking about this of how many times I say, "Oh, I can't." It's like, no, no, no. Swap that for, how could I? Right? So even if I'm feeling I can't in my spirit, just switch it around a little bit and ask that simple question of how could I? How could I make that possible? Dave, I'm trying not to read the chats because that made me giggle. Two is I can expand my standards. So not perfection, right? Because none of us, coach already said, the only one perfect person, it wasn't any of us. Love you all, think you're great. But, right, not perfection, just refusing to live our life on autopilot. Going through the day, doing what we always do in the same way, all the things, and not expanding into those growth moments. Next is our circle. Expand your circle. Send that text, right? Where, the little introverts over here that I'm like, ooh, I should probably, but I'm not gonna. Okay, I need to. I can't. Oh no. How could I, right? Send that text. Go make that call. Go start the conversation in the different spaces to expand your circle because just was said to me last night, we become like the 5 people that we're closest to. So we got to be kind of protective of those people and maybe expand it to a little bit of a bigger group. Next is to expand our leadership. So do the brave thing, follow up, share, invite, teach, repeat, right? Go learn something. What does coach say? Learn with the intent to teach. Go learn something today and go find somebody else to share it with. And that's going to expand your leadership. The chat is doing really great today. Next is to expand our capacity without burnout. So add recovery in like it's part of the plan because it's so important. And I think back, when we were all 20, right, we could probably skip some of that recovery. We could skip some of those things. But you know what? Well, there's probably a couple of us on here that are in our 20s, but it sure isn't me. So I've got to make sure that I make space, expand space for that recovery and all of that. And then expand your health span. So what does that look like? Do the strength training, go for the walk, hydrate like it's part of your job, sleep. Oh my goodness. I'm putting that on my calendar for this week, or not this week. Well, this week too, but this year as well. That was one of my New Year's resolutions in 2025 that sleep was going to become a priority. And I'm keeping it because it's a hard one to have as a priority, but it makes such a difference. Mobility, right? Getting up and off the ground. If we're going to play with those imaginary grandbabies, we got to be able to get up and down, right? So the borings, right? The boring basics are actually the magic in our life. And then lastly, expand our joy. Put joy on the calendar like it's part of your job. Put it on the calendar like it's a non-negotiable. Because you know what? We all matter too. And not just the work to-do list and the laundry to-do list and the life to-do list. Joy matters too, and that makes life worth living. So I thought this was a great one, Michelle McKay. Thank you so much for the word. Hopefully we did it justice.
It was really good. Like this word was really good. I love that we did it on a Monday. And Karen says lessons for the closet. Not only did we give you a word of expansion today, we gave you lessons for the closet. So sundress for expansion, shirts untucked for expansion. Just kidding, Miss Cagle. So listen, I want to share this. When I was reading this, I came across this, and I hope this all pierces all of us. And it's when talking about expansion, if you never pause, if you never rest, if you never reflect, if you never breathe, you don't expand, you just grind. And so I challenge all of us to pick areas of our life that we've got to slow down to speed up. And we realize that we're going to be stretched, we're going to grow. But at the end of the day, that's where true expansion comes from. So thank you so much, Andrea. This was an amazing word. Thanks for sharing, guys. Happy Monday to you. We love each and every one. We love this Coach's Corner. It's amazing. So we'll see you back tomorrow. Have a great day out there.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a
Happy
good day.
Monday.
Thank you.
Love you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Great
Grateful
Monday,
for you.
everybody.